It's just a summer thing.
Okay, so starting at the top of my Alex 9 drawers, over here I basically just keep my watches. This is the first watch that I was like ever given, so it doesn't work, but I keep it anyway. And then that's just a random spare watch and my Marc Jacobs watch that I got in summer. And then over here to the left is where I keep all of my makeup brushes. So over here I've got like foundation brushes, concealer brushes, bronzer brushes, things like that. And then in this one I have all of my little brushes, eyeshadow brushes, eyeliner brushes, lip brushes, things like that in there. And that is pretty much everything on the top. Okay, so now we're going to look at what is in the top drawer of my Alex 9 drawer. I just point out on the front here, when I did my last makeup collection video on my old channel, I got a lot of questions about what this was, and this is my New York flight ticket thing that I had to use to get on the plane, so I just thought I'd stick that on the front. But anyway, inside the drawer is basically where I keep all of my skincare products. So they are all in little containers, or most of them are, but I do need to go somewhere and get some more because I don't like how it's set out. It looks a bit messy still at the moment. But over here I've got some cotton wool pads, because who doesn't need cotton wool pads? In here I've got all of my main skincare bits. So I've got my Lizzo skin tonic, a few Body Shop products as well. I've got my Clinique acne gel, which is like my favourite acne gel, which sounds weird, but there you go. I've got my Nivea primer here, Body Shop Chamomile. I've got a green micellar cleansing water over here. At the moment I'm currently using the pink one, but I've got a green one there for afterwards. I've got my number 7 night cream. I put this on every single evening. And then in the back I've got a few tools. So I've got this Sephora makeup applier, which doesn't work. And I've got the Sephora version of a Clarisonic as well. A few more cotton wool pads, and some pills at the back there. For example, I've got paracetamol and ibuprofen. Okay, so this is where it basically gets good. So in this drawer I keep all of my basic face products. So over here I have all of my primers. I know I have another primer in the top one, but that's more of a skincare primer, hence why it's in there and not in here. These are primers that I would use kind of on an everyday, day-to-day basis. So I've got 3 of the Maybelline Baby Skin, because before I reached for higher end products I started using these and basically loved them, so that's why there's 3. I have a Smashbox Photo Finish primer, which I got while I was in New York. Unfortunately it's ran out now, and I do really want to repurchase it, because this was, as you can see, just a little tester. I do really want to repurchase that. I've got my Stila One Step Corrector. I absolutely love this. This is the one that I use every day at the moment, as you can see, because it's nearly finished, so I need to repurchase that as well. I have the Revlon Photo Ready Primer. I don't use this very much, just because I don't really like it, not for any reason, I just haven't reached for it as much as I'd hoped. And then I've got a MAC Prep and Prime as well. Over here I've got all of my foundations and BB creams. So I have the MAC Pro Longwear Finishing Foundation. I've got 2 of the collection Lasting Perfections. These are my favourite. I use these every single day. I've got 2 of the Body Shop BB cream. One of them was mine and one of them was my friend's, but she didn't like it. So because I liked it, she gave it to me. I've got the Inflammable 24 Hour by Maybelline, I believe. And then over here I've got my MAC Finishing Spray. I haven't been using this as much as I'd hoped, purely because I keep forgetting I've got it. Because it's like clear and down the side, I just kind of forget that it's there, which is good. So behind it over here I basically have my concealers. I've got a few MAC things now. I didn't realise I'd got so many MAC things. My MAC concealer, Wake Me Up by Rimmel, my collection, obviously everyone has a collection nowadays. And then I have 4 powders. I don't use powders very much because I do have dry skin, so it makes them look a lot drier. But I like having a matte finish, so I much prefer wearing a powder to not wearing a powder. My all-time favourite is the MAC Prep and Prime Finishing Powder it's just white, so obviously when you put it on it's completely see-through. This is my ultimate favourite powder. I use this every single day, and I found that obviously you only need a little bit. I used to use like quite a lot. Turns out you don't need that much. And it's quite expensive, so obviously you only want to use the smallest amount possible. I then have my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This, again, I love. I got this off my friend who basically decided that she didn't like it, so she gave it to me. I then have this number 7 translucent pressed powder in Perfect Light. And my Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot, which is my ultimate favourite mattifying powder. So over here in the back I have my brow products over here. I don't have very many ones that you probably recognise apart from the Benefit Gimme Brow. I can't use this because I had a reaction and basically my eyebrows fell off. So I can't really use this, but I keep it just in case anyone else wants to borrow it basically. And in the back here I have all of my mascaras. I've got the Miss Manga, I've got my Subversion and Perversion by Urban Decay, my eyeliners, Super Cat and Extreme. I much prefer pen eyeliners rather than liquid eyeliners as well. Okay, so in the next drawer down I have all of my eyeshadow, all of my palettes along here. This drawer isn't very exciting because I don't have many eyeshadows. I have my little MAC Z palette thing here, which I actually have a Makeup Geek eyeshadow in, which is good, and it's from their metallic range. I absolutely love it. I can't remember the name of it, but I will link it below if I somehow remember. I've got this Academy of Colour eyeshadow look, which I got for Christmas. I haven't used this very much purely because the colours aren't great, the colours aren't pigmented very well, but it's there if I want to do like a party look or a Halloween look or something. This is where I keep the main load of my palettes. So I've got the L'Oreal In The Palette Nude, which I've just done a blog post about, so I will link my blog below so you can go and have a look at that. I've got my 3 Urban Decay palettes as well as a W7 dupe for the Naked One. And then I've got my 2 Barry M Natural Go palettes. And then in here I basically just have all of my little pigments. They're not by any brand because there is no brand name on them, so don't ask me what they're called. But they're all in there. And then I have my Maybelline Colour Tattoo in On and On Bronze, which everybody raves about and everybody loves. Okay, so the next drawer in here I basically have all of my lip products as well as some other face products. I use this container to keep my lip products in, however I can't use the top row because as soon as you put one in it makes it too high and the drawer won't shut. So I've had to resort to putting my most used lipsticks in here and then my spare kind of lipsticks in this little compartment back here. But it all works fine and it's all good. So my most used lipsticks, I've got my Clinique. Now I actually got this free with a magazine which Tanya Burr was on the cover of. And I searched for ages because this one issue of the magazine with this colour in, which is Nude Pop, was completely sold out everywhere because obviously everyone wanted a nude. So I searched ages for this and then I finally got it and I absolutely love it, so that's why it's in my favourites. I've then got this one, which is MAC Hanger. I've got MAC Rebel, which is a really nice autumny colour, although it's a bit lighter than what it looks like when you actually swatch it. And then I've got my MAC Velvet Teddy, which of course everybody has. I have this one by Topshop, which I used to wear a lot more when I was blonde. As you can see, it's quite a pink. And the same with this one by Revlon. When I can get the lid off, this is quite a hot pink, so I used those a bit more when I was blonde. And then I've got my number 7, my favourite ever red. Oh, lovely. And then behind it here I've got another used lipstick that I don't really use very much. I've got my Vaseline lip balm and a couple of my Vaseline lip balm and then a couple of lip pencils and lip stains and things like that. Down the front here you can't really see, but I have my EOS lip balm and also a shimmer powder thing. Along the side here and in this I've got all of my other face products. So I have my NARS Laguna, which is my all-time favourite bronzer. As you can see, I'm getting through it and I love this. I have this one here by Milani. This is a blush and this is called Luminoso, when I can get into it. Everybody talks about this, everybody loves this, so I thought I'd pick it up. It was only like £4 from eBay, so go and get one of these. I've then got my Soap & Glory DIY Brow Bar. This is amazing, but then I got a fringe put in, so now you can't even see my eyebrows. So generally on a day-to-day basis I don't bother doing my eyebrows. So that's there for when my fringe grows out. I've got a few blushes in here, for example Natural Collection 17. And then I've got my NARS Copacabana, I can't say it, Illuminator highlighter. I wear this every single day. This is my favourite highlighter. I've also got a sleek blush down here, as well as in the bottom here I have the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Kit, and then my second favourite bronzer, which I used to use every single day and then I for some reason stopped, is my Body Shop Honeycomb Bronzer. This was a Gabriella Linley or Velvet Ghost suggestion and I love it. Okay, so in the next drawer here, I basically just keep all of my nail varnishes. I'm not using these as much because now I get my nails done professionally, so I don't really need to paint them, but these are for like my toenails and things. I tried to colour coordinate them. For example, reds are over there, silvers are over there, but this bit is a ginormous mess, so we're not going to go into that too much. Okay, so my next drawer is pretty standard. It just holds my GHD hairdryer. I got this for my birthday in July, and it's my favourite hairdryer. It dries my hair in like a quarter of the time that it used to take me to dry my hair with my other hairdryer, which was Babyliss, I think. But yeah, these are quite expensive hairdryers. I mean, this one was about £120. But I bought it direct from a hairdresser, so obviously they get profit from it and stuff, so I guess it's a bit more expensive. But yeah, that's basically all that lives in this drawer. I did used to keep my hairbrushes and my other hot tools in this drawer, but since I've moved my room around and my actual vanity is a little bit away from this, I actually put my hairbrushes and my everyday straighteners on my vanity rather than in the drawer, just because it makes it easier and less time consuming. Okay, so in this drawer I basically have all of my body wash products or any other kind of spritzers and sprays that I don't use as often. So for example, there's some shower gel body wash. I love this one. This one is vanilla and almond. I absolutely adore this one. And also I have the body butter to go with that. I've got a little hand gel here by the Body Shop. This is the mango one. It smells delicious. I've got this Bepanthen from when I get tattoos and I need to keep them clean. I get a lot of body washes seemingly for Christmas, so I've still got a lot of these to get through, even though it is only like, I heard the other day it's like 50 days till Christmas or something, which is ridiculous. I've got my Lush Grease Lightening Spot Treatment. I don't use this very much because it's a bit harsh on my skin. I've got quite sensitive skin, and obviously a spot treatment is going to be quite harsh anyway and quite acidic, and it just didn't work very well for me. Basically, yeah, just body lotions, anything I need if I'm going to have a bath or a shower. But it is taking me a while to get through it because obviously there's so much stuff. And then I have these little Charlie sprays that I don't use very much at all. And this is my favourite shower gel, and this is called Say Say or something. I believe I got this in a beauty box. Oh gosh, it must have been a year ago now. And I've used all this up because I loved it, obviously, and it's so tiny. And I just keep the bottle because I want to remember what it is so that I can get it again in the future. Okay, so in the second last drawer here I have all of my hair care things. So I have things such as dry shampoos, hairsprays, sea spray hair mist. I've got some hair masks in here as well, just for when I feel like my hair needs a bit of a pamper day. My favourite dry shampoo is the Toni & Guy one, but at the moment that is living in my bathroom because I'm using it much more regularly than I probably should be. I've got this Got to Be Mind Blowing Express Styling Dry, and this actually works. So this is for people that have like really thick long hair and it takes them about an hour to dry their hair, which is what mine did before I got my GHD. And this used to really lower the time it took. It didn't lower it by much, and it didn't really help, and it has a very funny Ribenery smell, but it cut it down by about 10 minutes. So if you're in a bit of a rush, this is good. I've got a Aussie Deep Construction hair mask and an SP hydration mask in there as well. And the last drawer I don't even want to open, and this is why. It's full of rubbish. So this is basically full of old birthday cards and thank you cards and letters that I basically can't bring myself to part with because I am a massive sop and I like keeping things that are sentimental. So basically they're all in there, but I can't throw them away. So that's just basically a big rubbish drawer. So just gonna leave that shut there. I also saw on someone's channel, who was I watching? Hannah Renee, I think it was Hannah Renee, that said when she got her drawers, I know she's got the 5s I think, that the bottom drawer doesn't shut properly. I have the same problem with my 9 and I'm not sure why. But there you go, just thought I'd add that in there. So basically that is my makeup collection. I hope you have enjoyed it. If there's anything else you'd like to know, please leave it below, and if not, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!